Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Controllers Katanas with two hosts, me, Marty Cool, and the powerful Ian, aka Relic. So we are back. I hope you're having a great day, and we've got loads to discuss today. Loads of anime, and a hell of a lot of Daredevil. So
Boys
Ian,
are back in town. The boys are back in town. Doo 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 doo.
that's a new thing.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. So what do you want to start off with? What should we do?
I
Anime,
reckon.
or should we start with Daredevil?
I reckon we kick it off with Sakamoto Days and Solo Leveling because they are the oldest things we've got. We've had the finales. Martin's been away, as you all know. Korea, Japan, all that good stuff. And
We'll
I think we kick it
later.
off with Sakamoto Days, episode 11, the finale of this part. Obviously, we know we've got the other part coming out this year, fairly soon, in like 2 months or so. What are we saying? Gambling continues on this one.
What are we saying? We're saying that we watched this about 2 weeks ago, so
I can't really remember it.
It's a bit sketchy, but
all I know is that Shin's brain gets frazzled, just like our brains are now, thinking about this episode, mate.
there was a really good bit at the end of the episode, which I remember, where these really powerful new enemies come into
those four,
which will carry on to the next part of the season. But yeah, they were brought along by Slur, wasn't it? Slur's obviously the person. So basically, this whole episode is the gambling side of things. Wu-Tang versus Liu, what's his face? Shin and Sakamoto.
Taro.
So if Sakamoto and Shin win, they take Liu. If Wu-Tang wins, he takes Liu back to the Chinese triads. We have a bit of we have some funny moments, don't we? We have Sakamoto using his abilities and Shin using his abilities to kind of get the upper hand. We have a bit of beginner's luck with Shin, and he gets quite a lot of money. Same with Sakamoto, and they kind of actually match Wu-Tang's dollar, a lot of money that they all win. But then because Wu-Tang, what happens there? I can't remember. Is it like, is a fight break? No, it's not a fight, is it?
It's the parts that made me laugh are the Taro parts, isn't it? You know, where he's cheating and stuff. Yeah. Sakamoto is cheating all the time, but like that part where he's holding the cards so tight, he switched them like the last second. That bit made me laugh.
Does he he flicks something, doesn't he? And
he flicks like one of the chips, doesn't he, at the roulette table?
Yeah, and it spins him on the wind. So. But yeah, then we have this bit where Wu-Tang's men turn against him, don't they? They turn against him. Taru kind of saves him, and because of this, Wu-Tang tells Taru, Sakamoto, and Shin who's actually put this hit on Taru. Obviously, we knew it was all going to be Slur fella, the big man, and then it flips, doesn't it? It flips to this other scene where Slur's hide these blokes. He's broke them out of prison, but these people are ruthless, aren't they? There's literally one guy. He literally crushes people into a cube. That's massive.
It's like getting tables and stuff into just squashing them all down. But we have some it's like the scenes those few little scenes were brutal, weren't they? Like the proper mangled up bodies and stuff in it, like brutalated corpses and that, mate. Like it was mad, that was.
Yeah, because obviously Wu-Tang's this guy's not messing around. Slur's he means business, and obviously we have the characters are Dump, Saw, Apart, and Minimalist. I think Minimalist is the guy who literally crushes him to a cube, Oxo cube. But yeah, we find out Mr. Reindeer again. He's broken out of prison, and he's working for obviously this Slur bloke. But these four men are going to be a bit of a challenge, I think, going into the next part of the season.
Yeah, they've basically been hired to murk off just them lot. What made me laugh as well, though, is that before we got introduced to them, Wu-Tang is working in Sakamoto's shop. They've got him working at the store now as well.
Oh yeah. Going back to where the mafia guys kind of turn on Wu-Tang. There's a bit I loved. I was laughing my head off. I remember I was in Japan. I was going on a train. And I was like an hour, so I'll watch an episode. But there's a bit where Taru flicks those cards and literally strips all these blokes down, the boxers, don't they? And they're all lost on their own, what's going on? I was literally crying on the train, man.
Is that part as well, isn't it? Where it's just pinging snooker
balls,
ball, the snooker balls. But it was a random episode to end it on. I feel like, if you ended that and you'd wait in 2 years, you'd probably be annoyed. But knowing it's just part one of the first season, if that makes sense, and knowing that the next season or the next half comes out in literally like 2 or 3 months, it's a bit of a softer sort of thing, isn't it? But
I thought leaving it like with the 4 baddies that are going to come into it, these escape prisoners. I think that was a good idea.
Yeah,
Bring it to next season. But the first part of this for the episode, I do agree with you. Like, it's like, what's going
just
on?
random, wasn't it? It was just completely and utterly random. Basically, it's introduced this Wu-Tang bloke on their team, wasn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
they're getting a quite good team together now, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
they're building a team up together. So yeah, and it's full of lovable characters as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one.
Enjoyable. But certainly looking forward to the next part of the season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, the greatest anime is out this year. Well, in general, I think, to be honest. Solo Leveling, we've got episode 12 and the finale. I know we're a bit behind, obviously I was on holiday. So we're going to give it to you now, though. We're going to give you
we're going to get the rundown, we're going to run through it. And again, bear with us. We're going to get to some newer anime soon. We're going to get to Fire Force, we're going to get to Windbreaker, we're going to get to Lazarus, and obviously we've got 4 Daredevil. So when we get to Windbreaker, Lazarus, Fire Force, we're going to sort of have a bit more of an idea of what we're talking about because it's fresh. We watched them this week. Whereas episode 13 of Solo Leveling, I'm pretty confident I know about that. But episode 12, I've got some notes. So one of the things that got me on this one straight away. Yeah. So obviously we've got the shadows. They're obviously murking off all the red ants. Igris, Iron, and Tusk obliterating. Jim Woo has bought loads of health potions from his shop. He's stocked up. He's healed everyone up. And I was thinking, right, Char, elixir of life, health potion, whatever. She's sorted. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Goto, the guy that me and Martin was desperate to see. R.I.P. R.I.P. mate. Brown bread. He's done. Straight away, head's gone, mate.
Literally, like, he was done in one hit, wasn't he? It was literally, that was it.
Yeah. It was nothing.
It was done. I mean, that ruined me.
It's honestly, but Jim Woo was trying his hardest not to show off his true power at this point because, again, he could have just arise a load of ants. And, yeah, he's still holding back, I think, at this point, wanted like a little bit. He didn't really want to give it away because obviously the camera's on him as well. So it's on the world stage here. We've got the entire country, the entire world watching this broadcast of Japan and Korea on this mission. And then Ant King rises up, doesn't he? He rolls up like he's fucking big man.
That bit, the words that ruin me is like when that Baru comes into it and is like, there is no king outside anymore. It's like, Goto.
Yeah, literally.
Goto's gone. Goto's gone.
He's solidified it because at first we're just like, you're just assuming, aren't you, that he's done because couldn't find him. And then he comes in and just lets you know he's done.
Yeah, it's like there's no king outside anymore, mate.
Jim Woo's aura farming again. Absolute legend, mate. He's just dossing about. Absolute G. But what is that he sensed behind the bug? Like, I remember seeing there was like a face or some sort of like, maybe like a person or something. I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch it because I think I must have been just tired at the time or something. But he sensed like something when the ant came. And obviously the ant had a sick aura, didn't he? Like, he sent really powerful. And he's been taking heads clean off. And Jim Woo's just took a right hook from him like it's nothing, mate. He's like, this bear is like, oh shit, actually. But that made me laugh. It was like a proper turn-based fight, wasn't it? It was like, you at me, I'll at you. You at me, I'll at you.
I love the bit where like Chairman Go as well. He sees like Jim Woo's there on the camera. He's like, yes,
and he's like, yes, he's there. I didn't think he was on the roster. He's buzzing, isn't he?
He literally breaks the chair he's sitting on at the time. I was like, what? This guy loves him. But yeah, this fight between Jim Woo and Baru flipping. It was so good, so good. And we see like, a few more abilities that Baru's got. He's got like a long tongue that he slashes Jim Woo's face with. Tries to poison him and immobilize him. But now, mate, Jim Woo's got the stats.
He's got the detox, hasn't he, which we saw earlier in... Might have been the last season, actually. That might have been the first season.
But it's built up resistance, hasn't he, as well?
It's where he's drinking as well, because he keeps drinking all the alcohol, doesn't he? And then he can't get drunk because his body just keeps detoxing it. Which made me laugh.
Yeah, but then we find out the Japanese hunters, we find out obviously Goto's dead. They see this massive surge of energy, meaning that the Korean hunters must be alive. And their boss, the Japanese director or whatever it is of this operation, he wants the glory done. He's like, yeah, send them back in. Send the Japanese back in. We need to get some victories here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Apparently, in the manhwa, the Japanese are like really, really bad. Like versus what they are. They've sort of been dumbed down a little bit to how they're reacting to the situation, because obviously it's animated by the Japanese, isn't it? They're trying to make themselves look a little bit better, because obviously the Koreans and Japanese hate each other, don't they? Realistically. Like, because there's so much like history, isn't there? Like recent history as well from like wars and all that sort of stuff. I mean, like the Japanese have tried to take over Korea and that, but like,
I mean that's in the past, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
But this is what I mean. But it's like there's apparently even the fight between Beru and Jin Woo's completely different in the manhwa in terms of well, we'll discuss it in a minute, because basically the scrap is unbelievable. Like the visuals in this fight were mental. They just turned into red and blue lines at one point, didn't they? Like from the other S rank, it shows you like from the other S rank's perspective, and then it goes back into the fight where their perspective is. And the slow mo of Beerus' claw going towards Jin Woo's eye, mate, that was sick. That was like, it was so good.
The S rank hunters are eyes like this, aren't they, man?
They're like, whoa, they're all like gone dizzy. They've got like birds going around their heads, mate. So basically, it gets to this part here where Jin Woo starts chasing Beru, doesn't he? Because he's thinking, I can't do it. Like I've tried test of strength, can't win. I've tried this, can't win. He knows he can't beat Jin Woo. In the manhwa, apparently Jin Woo just obliterates him, mate. Like this Beru's like crapping himself. You know Goto as well. In the manhwa, Goto's actually shitting his pants, like he's frightened of Jin Woo. There's none of this like, oh, me and Jin Woo can blah blah. He's actually scared of Jin Woo because he can sense how powerful he is. So like, I think in the anime version, they've made it almost a little bit like Jin Woo's a bit more mysterious, I think, in terms of people aren't sure. But yeah, this entire fight was just sick, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like we're gonna talk about it, but like, you need to watch it like it's...
Yeah. One of the parts that got me as well, where he just goes, go. And all the fucking dragon appears and Tusk and blows up. They just blow off the mountain up.
But yeah.
So sick.
Beru gets absolutely smashed in, doesn't he? He tries to escape. He's the hunter, and he becomes the hunted. And Jiwoo just murks him. Like, he's in pursuit, chops all his limbs off, doesn't he? And he's like literally just lying on the floor. Beru's lying on the floor. And does the final... Well, he does like screech, doesn't he, and summons all the other ants. But obviously, like I say, Jinwoo's army is summoned and just literally whacks
just easy, mate. Lemon squeezy, isn't it? Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
But the biggest killer is... I think Goto's gone, mate.
Goto. R.I.P. However, in the next episode... In the last episode, we meet a new hunter, don't we? In this last episode with those swords. Oh, we'll get to him in a minute, mate. I don't know who he is, but he was sick. But we get to the end part of this episode where he's got the elixir alive out for his future wife. And I was thinking, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Didn't work, bro. Literally didn't work. And then the episode ends. And then it leads on to the next episode where Jin Woo... Mate, the first part, Jin Woo's asserting his dominance, threatening the cameraman to turn the camera off straight away. Mate, turn that camera off now, I'll smash you up, bro. He's proper man him. He's like done him in, mate.
But this scene at the start, mate, obviously he rises Bae-young-gu in it. And obviously he knows his healing abilities and his spells could do the trick against Cha-hee, and without even saying anything, Bae-young-gu's gone over to Cha-hee and literally done like a healing rain on her, and obviously cured her. And like when I saw that scene, I didn't realise how bad Cha-hee was. Like literally half her side's missing.
Half her body's just she's got a hole in her essentially, mate. Like she's fully done, isn't she?
You just see it regenerate, like flipping it. He did smash her against that wall pretty hard.
Like, I knew straight away that the only way to do it is arise him, but it just seemed utterly disrespectful, didn't it? Like, the man's been murked off and you've just arose him, like, arise. However, the fact he released him after, like, honestly made me so happy. It's a shame, obviously. It's a shame we didn't have a beast healer in his team, because him in Jinwoo's team would have been sick. But obviously the guy, I can't remember his name now, the guy from the other guild, the wolf guy.
Yun Ho.
Yeah, that's...
Yun Ho, innit?
He, obviously him...
Yeah, the beast.
It's when he touches Jinwoo's shoulder, and Jinwoo's like, looks and he's like, look, the last time you did this, you was trying to assert your dominance, but now it's like a plea for... Or what, I can't remember exactly what he says, but the way he words it was like fantastic. He's like, look, he hated fighting. Please don't keep him, like, release him, like, honor, like, it's such a good way to honor him, wasn't it? Like, just get him to save a life one more time, and then obviously release him. And it's the fact he looked into, like, even though he was like a summon, he like recognised obviously the wolf guy, didn't he? And he was like,
smiled
like,
at him.
See you in a bit, bro. Yeah, it was a nice scene, that was.
Yeah, because that Yun Ho's like that Bae Gun never like battle.
Yeah, he hates
never enjoyed the battlefield. So can you just like release him and let him rest in peace, pretty much? And obviously Jinwoo's like, yeah, of course, release extraction, mate. First time I've heard that word, but yeah, it was sad to see him go. Because OP summon, mate.
Oh, he'd have been so sick as a summon, wouldn't he? But yeah, I'm so happy they did. Yeah, he was cool. The Japanese are fuming. They've obviously hoped all the Koreans have been murked off, didn't they? They're fuming about it.
7 out of 10 losses, isn't it? 7 out of 10.
Mate.
That's gone, mate.
But Jinwoo's hit a level 100 milestone. Congratulations, Jinwoo. CG's in the chat.
But this bit, mate. This bit you're about to tell us is one of the greatest moments in this episode. But tell us, go on. Tell us. What happens?
He does another little cheeky arise, doesn't he, mate? Who's he got, mate?
It had to happen. It had to happen, didn't it?
It's got Beeru, mate. It's got the yanking. The extraction was different on this one. They want it. Like, Jinwoo was almost like possessed for a second. So I'm interested to see what happens there.
But, I mean, obviously we'll talk about it later because it comes later in the episode. But I think I kind of got an idea of what happened there. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah, man. The Ant King can talk.
He's legend, mate. Legend.
He's a general rank, and this is where, obviously, he gets the name Beeru. We've been calling him Beeru because, obviously, everyone online's calling him Beeru because that's his name in the manhwa. Because it's already released, everyone knows what's happening who's read it. Which, I'm going to start getting the manhwas. I'm going to get them up until where we've watched. Mate, they're stunning. It's all in colour and everything. They're so good, mate. I'm going to read through them up to where we are in the anime. And then we're going to watch the anime, and then as we start watching the next season, when that comes out, I'm going to buy them up to the end of that season. So I'm not going to be in front. I'm going to read up to where we are, so then I can always be surprised by what's going to happen.
It's a good idea, actually. I might do the same, I mean, I don't know how much they cost, but...
They're not a lot, mate. I think I've seen them online for like £8 each, £9, for like a book, each book.
But collection.
He's obviously erected, mate. He's obviously rose loads of ants, anti. So Jinwoo's army is just going to be massive. Massive. But that mage on the helicopter with the shield, I respected him. He was putting in his shift. His nose was bleeding and everything. Like, he was proper putting in his shift. He needs a medal, he does. He was proper putting in his shift. Absolutely respect it.
When Jinwoo's like unleashes that Beru on all the ants that have been summoned. Is that 4,000 ants over 4,000 ants? Beru gets released, mate.
He's just vroom, 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 rapid, isn't he?
He saves the other S ranks in the helicopter because obviously all the ants are hitting the helicopter barrier thing, and obviously Beru just like saves them as well. And it's just, it's so good, mate. Thing is, with Beru now, like, I don't want Igris and other characters like that just to be like pushed to one side. I want them to have their, obviously.
Well, he gets them all out, doesn't he, all the time? He's got to rank them up. Yeah. He needs to rank them up, bro.
Yeah. But Igris is obviously his first summon, so
the OG, isn't he?
he can't be in like the background. He needs to be forefront, even though Baru's here and he's like the strongest. Obviously, something he's got. But yeah, whole house broke loose, isn't it? Like the ants are attacking the ships.
Oh, it's just everything.
Everything,
Absolutely everything, yeah. But we get to see that new guy with the swords, don't we? That new hunter. I don't know who he is, but he looks sick, he does.
The fact that he's got dual swords.
It's
mate,
just instantly.
Yeah.
He's instantly a 10 out of 10 character just because he's got 2 swords.
We said the same thing. We said the same thing watching Kaijin and Break when Sheena pulled them 2 daggers out. It's like, yeah,
it's just instant aura, mate. It's like plus 10 to coolness, isn't it? Like, and then we get Jin Woo drops the bomb as well here, doesn't he? That he's starting his own guild.
Talking of Sheena, mate. Got this little cheeky one from Japan, mate. So he's got a blade. He's got a blade to go on his hand here, and then it's got a blade down his back as well. I don't know if you can see that on there.
Absolute beast, mate. He is one of the best characters, mate.
I saw him. I was like, I gotta have that guy. He's a freaking legend.
Got to, mate. Got to. However, the best part, in my opinion, was the ending to this episode, because we get a little bit of time here to be able to speculate what we think might happen. So we get some mad comic accurate Craven the Hunter guy roll up with like a frost elf guy, but they've got you got to look at some, obviously the more powerful creatures that are knocking around with them, and they're talking about raids and all, and like plans that like will still go on and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these portals are opening up. It's almost like there's a different realm out there, like parallel to obviously Earth, where when these portals open up, Earth are going through the portals to try and finish them, but they're trying to get through Earth to finish Earth. So there's just clashing, aren't they, mate, in the meeting in the middle? It's like we're trying to murk off Earth, you're trying to murk off us. Can you just pack it up, please?
And these 2 characters that you mentioned, they talk about that someone had given the power to this human. So I'm assuming it's not about Jin Woo.
Yeah.
So, is that what, when he did that thing with Beru? I wonder if that was something to do with the person who gave the power to Jin Woo. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, one thing that made me laugh is, obviously, when they go through these portals, they're stealing all the resources, so they're not mining all them gems and stuff. Just think it's funny, like, these elves are coming through, like, nicking people's TVs and stuff. These are my resources, mate. Just taking your TVs and your cars and that.
Just with thingy B-Day things on it. Warm seat Japanese toilets.
One of the hype things here, though. Who do we see?
It's fucking Jin Woo's dad's watching, isn't he?
Jin Woo's dad, mate. He's tossing. He's like chilling in the cave like that behind the rocks. Can't see me, bro. Can't see me.
You don't know about this episode. You know they had that big memorial, don't they, after the Jin Woo island's finished. Obviously, a big memorial for the people who are dead and stuff. The public, mate, mixed reviews on Jin Woo. Oh, he should have got there sooner. Shut up, mate. He literally saved everyone. He saved everyone. And I like the bit where Hyun Ho's like, yeah, I would like hold your head high, mate, because you are like the hero of this.
You're the reason that all of these people that you can see in front of you now are literally alive.
Because he's obviously they're both paying, like putting flowers on that Baeyoung Goo's grave. But yeah, I was like, the public always have mixed reviews, mate. Shut up, mate. He literally saved everyone. Oh, he should have got there sooner. Shut up, mate.
Shut up. Get in the bin.
Get in the bin. Get out.
It's the part here, mate, when I thought they're bad for Jin Woo, because bloke's stuck in traffic. He's absolutely starving. He just wants to get some food down him, and he thinks, right, there's a B rank gate opened up. I'll just go and blitz it quickly and get traffic moving. Goes into it, turns red, fuming. That's it, done. Stuck now, isn't he? But seeing the scene at the end there, seeing his army lined up, was so sick. So sick. And on to the next, mate. If you watch Nerd News, you'll see there's potential that this next season could be released this year. However, there's also a chance it could be in 2 years. So between now and 2027, we might get the 3rd season. But there's a movie as well. Speculation, rumor, a movie might be coming out this year as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
There's also a bit we didn't talk about is like, obviously Chairman Go asked Jin Woo, he goes, now you got this power. The world knows you've got this power. What do you want to do? And Jin Woo's like, I want to start my own guild, which would be sick. Imagine the characters he can get there. And having him as a gym lead, as a
Pokemon Gym Leader, yeah. Got Lucario.
Yeah, gym leader, yeah. But yeah, yeah, I think that'd be good going into next season as well. Obviously they got to sort these mean looking dudes out.
Yeah,
we saw in this episode, but yeah, I'm loving this anime. It's good. I think I'll probably get the Man Wars, like you say, like you're going to do, and try and catch up, see what's different from the TV show to the anime, sorry, to the Man War. See what changes are made.
See what's happening.
See what Goto's saying, isn't it?
Now, I want to talk about Fire Force Season 3, Episode 1. It was a good introduction episode, not the best episode ever.
Yeah.
But watching this episode, mate, and I was editing our tier list of like anime of stuff we've watched, and I uploaded the and I've got a Fire Force one that I've obviously saved, and I uploaded the Fire Force one the other day, didn't I, to the channel.
Yeah.
This anime is so sick, mate. It's so good in it. Like it could easily, like I mentioned in that like Tamaki does ruin it in parts, like because of the amounts of fan service, and there's a massive amount of Tamaki fan service straight away, annoyingly. So you gooners will love this episode. However, just everything about Fire Force, I love it, mate. I love the concept. I love the world. I love most of the characters, the sound design, just the animation, how well done it is, how bright it is. Like, there's so much about this show that are just absolutely spot on. And genuinely, if they did take Tamaki out of the show, or at least take the fact that fucking clothes fall off every 2 seconds, it could easily be a 9 out of 10 show. This could easily in a 9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that bothered about Tamaki. I mean, like, it's a laugh, but I was gonna put in my notes, like, I think we timed this perfectly, like when we watched this anime, because it fitted so well. Because like we finished season 2, straight into season 3, no messing about. I thought,
oh yeah,
that is really good, a really good way to do it. Like, and we did the same thing with Blue Look as well, didn't we? Watch season 1 just in time for season 2 to come out, and then straight through.
Smashed it, mate. The thing with the Tamaki thing, like this, to be fair, the start of this doesn't bother me. Like, it is funny. But like, there's certain parts where it's just so out of place, like the Wrecker stuff, for example. Like, such a serious, like, really well done scene, for then her to just have her clothes go missing. Like, there's certain scenes where you can just do without it. Like, just don't do it. Like, it's as simple as that. If it's a deadly serious scene, pulling at the heartstrings, and everyone's like proper invested, like, you just don't need to add that part into it. Like, it's so unnecessary. But it's in the manga, so they can't. What are they going to do? Like, they wrote it into the manga. Like, they've got to do it.
What about the bit with the assault? That was one of the best bits for Tamaki.
Oh, that was, to be fair, that was so funny. That was, wasn't it? That was so funny. But again, that was like a side quest thing, wasn't it? So it's all right, in my opinion. That's just funny. That sort of stuff is.
I remember it's like a normal episode, and at the end of it, just to put that little bit on.
It was like a short film, wasn't it? Like a short story. But the reason I mentioned the brightness, this episode, from watching season 1 and 2, this episode did seem brighter for some reason. I don't know why. The Arthur and Shinra training scene was great in terms of visuals as well when they're fighting. This might be a hot take. I think the dub's better than the sub. I think Arthur's voice actor in English is better than the Japanese voice actor. And Lich, or whatever his name is a Japanese voice actor. I would honestly would have killed myself watching 2 seasons of him talking like that. His voice is horrible. It's so bad. Like, I genuinely think the dub is actually better. Like, Arthur's voice in English suits him so much as a character, I think.
And I like at the start of this episode as well, like the catching up with the characters, because obviously we watched it one after another, but was that 4 years?
Yeah,
from that season 2. So it's always
nearly
good time
5,
with the first episode. Remind people who actually these characters are.
Who's who? This is who this is. This is who this is. But story-wise, obviously we've got the Imperial Army. They seem to be working with the White Clad now. They've arrested Obi, which is mental. Arthur was able to access the Blue Flame by imagining he had all the best stats and equipment. That proper made me laugh. That was dead funny. But the Holy Soul Temple, are working with the White Clad too. Honestly,
That bit, mate.
Burns, mate. He's done me that.
Burns gets thingy, doesn't he? He gets converted, doesn't he? As that.
Done me. Honestly, he's one of my favourite
Alice-
characters. He's been brainwashed, or has he?
But it was so easy, wasn't it? Like, he just got converted. Like, it's so easy. I thought. Like,
Yeah, like
obviously,
it's part of me thinks it's an act from him because he's sort of been suspecting it for so long, hasn't he? It makes me wonder if. But then again, it's that thingy girl, isn't it? She's mental, isn't she?
Yeah. But the thing is, he might be acting, but what happens at the end of the episode?
Yeah, true.
At the end of the episode, like, is he making it up? What's happening?
Good actor, isn't he?
But yeah, so Obi's been arrested. Obviously, Fire Force Company 8's not going to sit on their sit down, take it sitting down. They're going to obviously go and get their
fly back, aren't they?
Get their captain in it. And they're going to save their captain, but to do so, they'll be branded traitors. They've built all these teams up. Now they're going to be probably branded traitors for helping and going against the army. So, but that bit at the end, with Burns, when it's like, oh, now we've captured Obi, because he used the army to capture Obi, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna. Well, basically they want Shinra, so they're gonna. Almir says, "I'll use Obi as bait to capture Shinra," but then Burns says he plans to put a fire insect in Obi. I was like, what? that was stunning me. I was like, what? I mean,
You wait till our man Betty finds out, bro. He's gonna be fuming.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, the entire episode was essentially like an introduction back, because obviously most people who have been up to date with it haven't seen it in 4 or 5 years. It was a great introduction back as well. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. And then we got some bombs dropped on us story wise straight away. So Fire Force is fucking back, baby. Like, this is going to be a good season. I can feel it, mate. I can feel it.
Them two dropped straight away, mate. I was like, giving Obi a fire insect and also Burns turning. You know what's going to happen, don't you? Burns didn't want to fight Benny, but he will now, mate. He will now.
He's going to have to.
Benny's going to come for him now.
Benny's going to have to, mate. Benny, Shimmer and Arthur are busy mates, aren't they? They're going to have to help him out.
But yeah, that was stunning. But yeah, what a great comeback for that.
Great first episode back, certainly. Yeah, very, very good first episode back.
What we're doing now? What we're talking about now? Should we talk about Windbreak?
Yeah, Windbreaker. So when we ranked this, mate, I completely forgot how Windbreaker ended. Obviously, I watched this episode and I was like, oh shit, yeah, they're going to fight Keel, aren't they? And mate, what a great first episode back. This show is sick. If people don't like this show, like, I don't know what they'll like, mate. Like, straight out the back, insane choreographed, insanely well choreographed, straight away. Seems to be one of those, like, so this is me. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation type things, wasn't it, at the beginning? Yeah. And, yeah, because it's, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Neri, isn't it? Neri, that's him. The blonde guy. Yeah. It's just him getting battered, and then it, like, cuts back a bit, doesn't it? To them, obviously, all walking down. But those Keel guys, they fight dirty, don't they? They've got weapons. Like, they're not bothered. Yeah. Like, they've literally got metal pipes. They've got baseball bats. Like, just 2x4 planks of wood. Yeah, a bunch of losers, them lot.
And, like, there's literally loads of them as well, isn't there? There's not like a few. There's literally loads.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
There's like down, and more come. Like,
there's like 4 per person, isn't there? Like, more than that. 4 or 5 Keels per one, like, both you're in. Absolutely mental.
They can't fight, like, say, with the fist. They have to fight with, like, weapons and stuff.
Yeah. But there's a massive brawl. Then you get introduced to the Keel's top guys. So they've occupied Sakura enough. But obviously, with these top Bofioran guys, they've just stepped in, essentially. And they're just going around, just murking off these non-main Bofiorans, just battering them, like, just trying to absolutely obliterate these not as well-trained or not as good Bofioran fighters. Because obviously you've got, like, the main guys, and like, oh, these guys are sick. Like, these are the top 5 or whatever. Yeah. And Niri's in a corner. You've got Suo. Is it Suo? The guy with the earring and the Leonardo DiCaprio, isn't it? Yeah. Niri gets battered because he obviously can't fight. And as we see at the start, he gets obliterated. Sakura sees, but they're about to fully RIP him, mate. And a load more Bofiorian just roll up. But Kaji,
Kaji's the main guy, mate.
The guy with the headphones kicks some dude to the moon, mate. Like, he's landed in orbit, bro. He has. He's gone, he has, hasn't
he? He just disintegrates in it again.
He's on the moon, mate, I swear.
He's in the next town, mate.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but you know the other guy, he's still knocking about. You know, rolls all his R's. He's dead funny, he is, mate. I can't remember what his name is, though.
It's not Anamoto, is it? It's the other one, isn't it? Is it Kusami? Is it Kusami, isn't it? Is the other guy?
Oh, it might be, yeah.
The two came with him. I think Anamoto's the one who's got his eyes closed. Like his eyes are like that.
Yeah.
But then
what?
Kasumi's the other one, the one who rolls his R's. But yeah, they've rolled
he's
up on
funny.
this.
He's funny, he is, mate. He rolls his R's. I like him, Adam.
But that Kanji's, he's such a good character, mate. He's one of my favourites. From what he does in this episode.
Oh, yes, mate. He's so sick. He's so sick. Like, the next episode, unfortunately, is out now. Like, as it came out the day we're recording this, so we're going to be about a week late every single time we talk about it. But I was so excited for the next episode. But he seems insane. Like, he's got this sick aura about him. The Keel guys are scared of him. Like, they're so unsure of him.
I mean, with Kanji as well, it's like people have all said, like, when he kicks off me, he kicks off, like he goes mental. And I'm assuming we're going to see it next episode when he fights the big boss. But I love the bit here where he gives Sakura a good talking to, doesn't he? Because Sakura's literally obsessed with like trying to beat this boss.
Yeah. Like
Kanji's like calm down. You're like class captain now. You need to focus on your class and your people.
Yeah,
and,
look around you. Like, look at your men.
Yeah.
You've got to concentrate on your men.
Before anything else, and he goes, "I will go and fight the big boss, and I'll punch him for you." And then that Sakura's like, "Yeah, I was going to punch him 10 times in the nose." So just telling him, yeah, go and give him a good beating. But
I was going to punch him 10 times in the nose, man.
But Sakura's all over the place before he gets talked to, and then now he's kind of
focused, isn't he? Mate, this next episode 2 is going to be a beast. I can feel it. I can feel it.
I looked at Crunchyroll when I left work, and I couldn't see it had been uploaded. It would be uploaded now, but it's like it's annoying because I was going to watch it like on my dinner today, but it wasn't uploaded quick enough. So
yeah, it depends when it comes out. To be fair, I say it comes out today. It might not even be out yet. It might be out like 6 o'clock in America, and we might not get it till like later on tonight. I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, very excited for the next episode. Great start straight away for Windbreaker. So I think if you were a little bit unsure, because like me and Martin discussed it, the first sort of like arc of Windbreaker with the Bofiorian versus the Shistorian was phenomenal, so good. And then the last like maybe 4 episodes after that were a little bit random. They weren't bad, but it was a bit. They felt a bit out of place. So I can understand some people might be going into this thinking I'm not too sure. And I trust me, if they watch this first episode, they will be sure. Like they will be sure again that this first episode was a belter to get back into. So good.
And I think like if you're watching this like new, I mean, I was talking to someone on TikTok earlier, like saying, "Have you watched Windbreaker?" And they don't know what's it like, and I was like, basically, it's just like it's full of action, full of fighting. Basically, obviously, this school obviously is fighting other gangs who attack this like town and stuff. I was like, it's dead easy watch, and I was literally like singing its praises as it were. So we'll probably get another fan on to Windbreaker, but yeah, it's such an easy watch. It's if you love fighting and action, it's the anime for you.
Yeah, it's a great first episode, and it's a short one anyway. The first season's like 12 episodes, so it'd be an easy one to get into. Could watch it in a weekend, to be fair, depending on what type of person you are. Easy.
Got nothing on, mate. Just get it on, mate, and catch up. Mate. Then get on the next podcast, listen to what we're saying about the new episode.
That's it. That is it.
But yeah.
Right.
Next episode is...
So we've got one more anime to talk about. We're going to have a chat about Lazarus from the creator of Cowboy Bebop, which is a very popular anime. However, I don't know how many people know this, I talk about this a lot. One of my favourite anime of all time is one called Samurai Champloo. And this is also made by the creator of Samurai Champloo. So it's a bit difficult for me because although this was an alright episode, right?
So you get emotional while talking.
Well, it was an alright episode, and I could see from certain animation aspects, like the one of the directors of this series is actually the director of the John Wick fights. You know, like the dude who does all the fight direction and all that sort of stuff. He's actually directed this show. So off the bat, the concept of this show is awesome. Like it's a great concept. We've got some scientist guys made a perfect painkiller, no side effects, nothing. And then he's come on, revealed years later that actually, if you took this drug, 3 years later, you're all done for, bro. Like you murked off, mate. That's it. Well done. He's like, haha, April Fool's, joke's on you. This drug wasn't good. You're dead. And then it's essentially sounds like it's going to be, he's got the cure. You just got to find him. It's like hide and seek, mate. He's just bored, isn't he? He's having a laugh, this bloke is.
Yeah, he's seen the world the world's gone not the way he thought it was going to go after he made this drug as well.
After he made it, yeah. So
it's kind of like a trap. And obviously Lazarus is his team that has been brought together to try and find this Dr. Skinner who's reappeared, and who has the cure. This team's been brought together to try and find him. And there's a countdown, and it's 30 days. At the end of this episode is 29 days, so it's a bit of a countdown. But the team's getting together, aren't they? We've got some cool guys. We've got one, Axel, who's serving multiple life sentences. Young lad, slippery little devil, hard to catch. He escapes prison in the first bit, and he's literally jumping over cops' heads, doing backflips, doing front flips, cartwheels. But yeah, he managed to escape. But Hirsch is one of the leaders of this Lazarus, who's using their people to try and capture him all episode, really. But yeah, I do like the animation on it. I do like the animation.
Yeah, the art style is very much like that. The thing is with this show, it really did give me like the same sort of feeling as Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo in terms of the movement, like the way he was escaping and jumping. The movement is very similar to that sort of feeling. It did give me that sort of feeling again as well. I think the thing that lets this show down is the sound. There was just a lot of loud music. Like, you know, like Fire Force, one of my favourite things about Fire Force is the sound design. Obviously, you can hear the impact. You can hear, like, the atmosphere around you. Like, there's always, like, it's never just silent. And this just had a lot of, like, jazzy music. And the music was fine. It was good, like, when it was happening in the chase scenes and that sort of thing. But it just wasn't as atmospheric as I'd like it to be from a Cowboy Bebop and a Samurai Champloo sort of perspective, because everyone who's watched those sort of shows, they are iconic shows, they are. And in terms of soundtrack and that sort of thing, they're phenomenal. And I just want this to live up to that.
I don't think it will.
It won't. It can't be done, mate. It's not Samurai Champloo anyway.
Yeah,
I like Cowboy Bebop, but I wasn't a massive fan when I was younger. Samurai Champloo was where it's at.
So you're saying in this episode, like the music was.
It's almost too much.
So much,
yeah. I feel like there was just a lot, wasn't there, all the way through. Yeah. The music was just a lot. I thought all the way through. It could have just been cut down a little bit. It's like there's parts where he's jumping across the roofs and stuff. There weren't any sound effects to him like jumping or to him like swinging on like a post or hanging off of like there's a part where he drops down onto like a different floor. Like, it's just silent. Like, there's no noise for it, if that makes sense. Whereas other things, you can hear the swings and stuff like in other anime, and it just didn't seem like there was much noise in this. But I did watch a pretty shit quality version online, to be honest with you. But it was good, though. I enjoy the concept of it. Essentially, there's the first people that took the drug have got 30 days, and they've obviously got him now. They've got a group called Lazarus. They've obviously captured him, and then that concludes day one. Essentially, it's 29 days for the people to start getting murked. So yeah, it's got some pretty cliche lines in it as well. The dialogue's not the best, but the other part where she's like, "Have we met before?" Like, it's just, I don't know. It was all right. It was good. It just seemed a bit shit, mate, in parts. Like,
But we'll see what happens. Episode 2 is
yeah,
out.
watch it.
Is it Saturday? Is it or something like that? Or is it next week now? I don't know. But we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll watch it.
Yeah, we'll be there. It's only episode 1. The animation was good. The movement was great. And they can always... Episode 2 could be even better. I don't know. Yeah. And the concept's great as well. The concept's there, I think. I think it's a great concept. That Alex Gilberto, or whatever his name is, Axel Gilberto, he seems like a sick character as well.
Yeah. Like, very agile, mate. Very,
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see where it goes.
Many talents. Yeah.
And I do understand that I'm being a bit of a dickhead because I'm comparing it to like one of my favourite anime of all time because it's by the same person, but I think I'm within my rights to do so.
Yeah, I mean, opinions, isn't it?
Facts, mate.
So we go on to should we go on to some
Arigato-sama! Daredevil, mate. Not even Japanese, bro.
Daredevil.
Everyone thought I was Japanese then, you know.
Or do you want to see what I brought from Japan?
Right, you get that ready, mate. And I'm going to do live opening now of a pack on Pokemon because my stamina's just recharged, mate.
Okay, so from Japan, obviously you've seen Ashina already. This is the stuff I got from Japan, so you've seen Ashina already. Do you know who this is, Ian?
That's my dad, mate.
Your dad looks like that?
What was the name? Is it me?
Shiro, isn't it?
Right.
What about?
Why he's getting a second one? We're zooming in. What we got? Oh, no, I've got green screen on. That's the problem. Can't see it.
Wait, pull it back. Pull your phone back a bit. Pull your phone back a little bit.
Yeah, but you've got a different camera. Oh! You can't see it because of the green screen, but it's a Weasel, mate. However you pronounce it.
Can't see anything.
New card.
Alright, see if you know this.
I'll show your camera, Martin. Oh, yeah, you can't see it either because of the green screen.
I'll just take your word for it. It's a good one.
I'll insert it. Oh, yes, mate. Todoroki.
So his hand's off. I need to put his hand on, but yeah, he's got a plain hand.
Legend, man. Absolute legend.
Let's go. And Deku, yeah.
Deku Smash. Sick, mate. I love those sort of ones that have got like effects on them and that.
The last one is the best Demon Slayer character of all time. Thing is RIP, but yeah, we got a bit of a flame on there. Also, for those who love Final Fantasy, I have the original PS1 Japanese version of Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8.
Oh! Right, we're back. Technical difficulties. Discord is down, so we are unfortunately having to use Facebook video, which is absolutely dreadfully disgusting. Absolutely. We'll be on MSN Messenger in a minute, mate.
Yeah, we're going to have to if it...
was rudely interrupted. Martin was showing us his Japanese goods. He had 7 and 8 Japanese originals, Final Fantasy.
So we have 7 and 8 here, and we also have my favourite Final Fantasy, which is Final Fantasy 9. And guess how much they cost?
About £11.
No. Like 300 yen each.
What?
So it's like we're talking like £1.50, even £1, like for each one of them. And that's Japanese. And inside it as well, you've got all
unbelievable for the collection, then bad boys.
You've got the instruction manual, and you've got like quality, like no scratches on the disc as well. I'm never going to play them, but they're for the collection. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter, mate. They're there, aren't they?
Yeah. So I got a few new like soundtracks as well. Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy 13, and we got some. Yeah, I had a good haul. Not as good as I'd like to because of the Heathrow situation, but gonna go back next year. Gonna go back next year. So
you've got to, mate. You've got to.
Got no choice, mate. I've been forced my hand. Right.
Should we get on to Daredevil?
Let's do it, mate. Let's do it.
We've got a big one here. Episode 5, 6, 7, and 8 Daredevil. And then next week, there's only one episode left. It'll be the Daredevil finale next week. And we'll also have another cheeky little show, video game related show, Last of Us, season 2, part 2, if some may say. But episode 5 of Daredevil is a blatant filler episode. I'm not saying that's bad. It was still a good episode. I still did enjoy it, but it was 100% a random filler episode. It had no relevance to the story that's gone up until this point, and it also had no relevance to the story up until episode 8 we've just watched. It was a standalone random episode. We meet Miss Marvel's dad. He's the banker. Speaks obviously with Matt, and she's been mentioned. So my entire thought process is this entire episode is just been to tell us that Miss Marvel exists, essentially.
Well, it's also obviously it's thinking it because obviously Luca owes money to the other, like in a smaller gang of Kingpin, and obviously Luca sends his Irish mob gangsters to rob the diamond, which is obviously we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, Mr. Khan. Straight in there. I was like, well, as soon as the episode starts, I've seen that guy before. I've seen that guy before, mate. And then
you're familiar to me. I mean, I didn't really watch the Miss Marvel show much, but
I watched it. I did watch it, but it wasn't one of the best. But you know,
MCU though, unfortunately, you've got to watch them, aren't you? You're forced to. You're forced to fill in the blanks.
To be honest, I can't believe you're doing podcasts on Facebook. It's still not.
Outrageous,
it's still not hit me. It's still not
outrageous, bro.
But
hey,
that's what you got to do.
The people won't even know. It's basically the same, bro. Basically the same. But yeah, these bank robbers roll up. They're wearing what looks like the Infinity Stone colours or something, like that. But yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I got that because like each of the ones have got the Infinity Stone colours, and then the diamond is the final colour for the Infinity Stones, which I thought was pretty cool. A little nod to also a little nod to Reservoir Dogs because they call each other by the colours rather than their names. Which I thought was cool.
Yeah, I liked it when Matt was playing the blind card to the robber. Like, oh, mate, I'm blind, I can't see. Mate, you can see better than anyone. What do you mean? Because your eyes don't work. Don't mean you can't see, bro.
One of the best bits in the episode is when obviously they take the diamond. The main robber, Devlin, he escapes. He uses a cop outfit, escapes. Then Murdoch finds him in an alley, and he starts battering him, and he like does that where he jumps and sort of breaks the guy's knee in two pieces. Like, that's gruesome. But yeah, I thought that was pretty decent. But yeah, a filler episode.
It was a very enjoyable episode. I enjoyed it. Matt was cracking the safe here as well, which was quite funny. He had that the Spider-Man line again as well, didn't he? Here, which was my favourite part of it, where he's like, "What kind of lawyer are you?" And he's like, "Really good one," which is obviously in the No Way Home as well. That part where he breaks that bloke's leg, though, that CGI was dead dodgy. He jumped up. I don't know why they CGI'd him jumping. Could have just easily acted that out on anywhere. But he jumped up and he shrunk like a little bit when he CGI'd him. Proper done him dirty, mate.
But I felt that guy's knee cracked now. I was like,
yeah, it was bad, wasn't it?
Done him in, mate.
Yeah,
but yeah, this whole diamond thing was all like Luca trying to get money to pay Victor in it, which is in the little gangs. But like I say, it was episode, so.
It didn't. Even if you had this episode, you didn't have this episode, you wouldn't have noticed. Like you'd have been fine anyway.
Yeah.
But that'll be why you can see why they dropped episode 5 and 6 together.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was a filler episode. So I feel like, if you'd have watched episode 5 alone and you just think, what the hell is happening here? Because I was literally just wondering what was happening with Kingpin in that a second ago. Now my man's at the bank. What's happening?
I'm dead at the bank, innit?
Yeah, but leading on to episode 6, first Muse victim, poor bloke. Also, you get a look at the mural he's made on the wall, and obviously all the little paintings he's doing and all that sort of stuff in blood. You got a big emphasis on Foggy at the start of this episode, and I was kind of really hoping the theories of him faking his death aren't true. Still am. It's still a possibility that he could still be out there. Certainly with obviously the later episodes and what's happening at the moment. But yeah, there was a big emphasis on him. But I think the entire point of that emphasis on him was essentially for Matt sort of trying to obviously still move on from the situation and all that sort of stuff. But the entire point of, obviously, like you say, to the last episode was this 1.8, basically.
Yeah.
That is it. That's what they're leaning on towards for this part.
And we have this bit where White Tiger's niece, Angela, she tells Murdoch about what White Tiger was doing before he died. He was investigating his kidnappers in the city. All these kidnappings were near an old, closed-down subway station, track 61. So it kind of gives Daredevil kind of an idea where to look as he investigates later in the episode. We have a cameo from the swordsman here, Hawkeye. Is it Jack Duquesne, isn't it? His name is.
Oh, yeah. Big Zorro,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Luca tries to challenge Kingpin, doesn't he? Tries to challenge him because he failed to get the money from the bank. And we just know at this point, we're like, yeah, Kingpin is definitely going to kill this guy. He's definitely going to murder this guy out.
Something's going to happen, innit? Something's going to happen.
And because
one of the things on this as well, a little bit earlier on, this sort of like speaking a lot about Hector's niece, aren't they, Angela? Like, she's obviously heavily in this. And in my head, I was thinking, I wonder if they're going to aim at her to become the White Tiger, because the White Tiger that I know isn't a man, it's Ava. And she's, most of you know who've watched the animator series, is Ultimate Spider-Man's a big one. She's in Ultimate Spider-Man, and I remember her more than anything. So, obviously, it'll be a bit of a slow burner because she's like 12, but that's just the feeling I got.
Yeah, I did read into this, like, some people saying, like, she's far too young, so maybe she'll come back into it, like, in a later season or something, as like an older, like, they go forward in time a bit, and then she's
have a
old
different
enough to
actress
become...
or something.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's the way, that's how it felt, isn't it? Like, it did almost feel like that's what they was sort of aiming at.
Because she's got his thing as well, hasn't she? His medallion as well, which is obviously the main weapon for... Well, it gives her the powers, the White Tiger powers, doesn't it? The medallion.
Yeah, sick, man. It was sick, to be fair.
Then Cherry obviously tells Murdoch about this new serial killer on the loose. Killed up to about 60 people. And obviously we know it's Muse who uses the victim's blood to make his art.
I did like this scene as well with Cherry, because it's almost like Cherry was really reluctant to tell him. Like, you could see he really didn't want to, because obviously he knows that Matt is just going to go back to the cow. But yeah, he wants obviously nothing more than to get Matt. But obviously, yeah, we want nothing more than Matt to get back in the cowl at this point. So, like, Cherry, mate, calm your head down, pal. Keep giving him the bad news, because we want to see him in that outfit again, mate.
Yeah, Cherry's like, said to Murdoch's like, let it go, let the police do the job. But we all know the police in this show are crap, mate.
Oh,
especially when half of them are like Punisher cops.
Proper Dodgers, mate.
Yeah.
Official Dodgers. One of the parts I do like about this show is the BB segments. You know those little parts that obviously she's always getting these little segments and stuff. And yeah, they're always, it almost makes it seem real, doesn't it? Like, it gives you that perspective, like, that you're in the real world and you're part of that world itself. Because obviously you've seen these like little interviews with all the little characters, like people randoms, basically, like just normal people.
Yeah. And how the city's affecting them, and obviously how the new mayor is, how they feel about the new mayor and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty good. We have this bit as well, that Fisk's obviously as this, like, because obviously Muse is on the loose, killing everyone. He makes this new task force, doesn't he? For hunting down Muse, apparently, but we all know it's the anti-vigilante task force, which obviously eventually will go after Daredevil, Spider-Man, all the vigilantes in New York. But the task force is made up of all Punisher, the cool Punisher cops. Yeah, the losers.
I thought this at first. I was thinking maybe this might bring a Punisher out of the shadows and back into play. But obviously, when we had that meeting with Matt and Frank, he didn't really seem bothered about him. He just like, oh, fucking fanboys. Like, he didn't really seem to be that bothered about it. I don't think we're going to get any more Frank Castle this season. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but I'll tell you later. We'll talk about it later. But this new task force is like Fisk personal attack dogs. They get paid overtime, no body cams, do what they want basically, and they have this ultimate power because the mayor's obviously backing him. So madness, mate, madness is about to happen.
But praise Angela, praise the girl who got kidnapped, because she's got our man.
We don't recommend it. Like, people get kidnapped.
Matt, though,
just a thing.
Matt saying fuck it before suiting up was badass. We get another bit of a dodgy CGI rooftop scene, but him being like fuck it was so sick, mate. So good, wasn't it?
He had to do it. Didn't he?
Sick, mate. Love him.
Yeah, because we find out Angela's gone to the it's gone to find out what the White Tiger was doing and what it was investigating in the tunnels, and obviously get captured by Muse.
Hey, Muse can't be swiping teens and children. Step too far, innit? Calm yourself down, man.
Yeah, you go to the next. You go from serial killer to another category, mate, and that is not on.
Nope.
But yeah, we have this other bit with King. We have this other bit with Kingpin. He starts tombing at him, doesn't he? Starts proper battering him, mate.
Because obviously, when we've had these parallels recently, as we spoke about previously, and obviously this one you get really lots of Kingpin's teacher on becoming mayor and Kingpin again, and he starts gaining weight again. He starts getting bigger again, doesn't he?
All those meals, yeah.
And then Kingpin is like, we get that part where Daredevil he's back. Fuck it, I'm in the cowl, I'm back. And then we get this part, Kingpin is also back. He walks down with that axe, and I didn't expect him to give the axe to the Adam guy, give him a fair chance at a scrap.
It's because he speaks about, he goes when I was a boy fighting big larger enemies, I used a weapon in it as like an equalizer, and I think it's obviously referring to when he killed his dad with a hammer. But then he obviously, like I say, he gives the axe to Adam. Adam's useless with the axe, mate. He gets absolutely battered. Obviously, it's Kingpin, though, and it's massive, isn't he? And his punches are like being hit by a sledgehammer, mate. But yeah.
Well, this part here where Muse and Daredevil are fighting, Adam and Kingpin are fighting. They put the side by sides together.
Yeah.
Both of them like headbutting and then slamming the targets on tables, and like there's multiple hits that are like side by side hits. Honestly, love that bit so much, so good.
And it's just reassuring that both of them are back. Basically, both of them, the darker side has come back, and obviously the smashing, they're doing their job. They're doing what they're good at. One being a baddie, one being a goodie.
Yeah,
fighting crime.
You've got Matt hanging Muse. He's having to let Muse go to save Angela. Muse gets away, but Kingpin's victim did not, and this is where the parallels end. Matt's having to sacrifice what he wants to save a life, where Kingpin's just doing whatever he wants. Just murking, mate. He's not bothered.
Yeah. He literally smashes out into the bits, doesn't he, basically? But I love that bit where, like, obviously, because Muse has stuck that it's draining obviously the blood out of Angela, and obviously Daredevil can hear her heartbeat as well. So obviously he's obviously strangling Muse, but then he's like, I've got to let this go because I've got to save her. And obviously he does save her just in time, doesn't he? Which is true hero skills.
Oh yeah, it's sick, mate. It's good. It's really, really, really good.
I am enjoying how this show has been put together. Obviously, you get a few episodes with not as good as others, but I'm enjoying what I've seen so far. And as we know, with the writers of this show, obviously some got sacked, didn't they? And
it was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? To be fair, with all the strikes and all that sort of stuff. But episode 7, we lead straight into that. Kingpin finds out Daredevil's back. Oh, the part that was making me laugh actually is when Daredevil launches his baton at that Powell bloke.
Yeah,
Blitzes
that's the
him,
best
doesn't he?
scene. That.
How did I forget about that? Literally blitzes him, bro.
That's in this episode, isn't it?
It's this part, but I mean, I
Yeah.
just forgot about it. I've just like reminded it.
Yeah, so
It's at
we
the
just
start in it of this
you just
episode.
you just kick it off straight away with the best scene in the whole episode. But yeah,
Oh,
but
mate.
yeah,
Cherry's having none of it. Refuses to help. Doesn't want that for Matt. He really, as a friend, knows what being Daredevil's done for Matt and caused how much pain it's caused him. All that sort of stuff. Just doesn't want. He doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't want Matt to be suffering from it. And everyone, this is right. This is the part that I'm very unsure about in this show. Everyone's investigating Muse, character that is notorious for having no identity in the MCU or in the comics. Sorry, he's one of the only villains or one of the only characters in all of Marvel that I'm aware of that nobody knew his identity, and the MCU and Disney give him an identity, ruin the mystery behind his character, and murk him off in 2 episodes. Like, what was the point?
I think though, like
I can see why they've done it in this case. Yeah, they've obviously got to add to the story and to build on the characters like they do. But it's just why couldn't they've picked a non-Muse? Like, just pick a different character that already has an identity.
Yeah, I think the writers with this though, like they killed him off so quickly because they wanted to show like, so the Punisher cops and Fisk are like heroes to the city, so they kill Muse off, so then they can be legitimized by the public for being these like heroes of the city. So when they go after these other vigilantes like Daredevil and stuff, the public will support them. I think that's why they did it. So like the death of the Muse is a thing that shows the public that the police, Punisher cop and Fisk are there to like help the city. But obviously, we know they're not, because obviously Daredevil killed Muse.
I understand it in terms of the story, but I just mean like could have picked a different villain that wasn't.
Yeah, I know you're saying,
if that makes sense. Like, if they've chose to give him an identity of like a 21-year-old random fucking gimpy kid who knows taekwondo.
But I think, yeah, I mean, it was still a lot of people because obviously, like you've mentioned before in the other episodes, like. Muse in the books and in the comics is like this menacing villain, and obviously during the trailers and stuff, it was all hyped up. Like Muse is going to be in this, like it's big, all hyped up, and then suddenly he's like being killed off by Heather Glenn or whatever. It's like what?
Yeah, obviously he's obsessed with her. She's his therapist, but Daredevil grabbing Muse with those sticks. You know when they're fighting, he like launches it, grabs him back.
Oh yeah.
That was so sick. And then his missus put 6 bullets in. But short-lived. I understand it for the story. It's just that I think it's the fact of who the character is in terms of giving him an identity, and they didn't really need to.
Yeah. We find out some other stuff in this episode, don't we? Like that book guy, his advisor, his sidekick or whatever. He's obviously was with him back in the day when he was Kingpin in his like other like baddie, underground gangster role or whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously then books like advise him is like, with this new power, position of power as the mayor, you got like more power than you ever had before. So you could use that to your advantage. And obviously he's doing that obviously with the cops. He's got these attack dogs that he's gonna go for Daredevil now he knows he's back, and obviously these other vigilantes like swordsmen and stuff like that. But yeah,
good episode.
I did love the bit where Luca got killed off because he was annoying. He was annoying me.
Yeah, at first I thought Vanessa was like going after Fisk. I thought she was almost like teaming up, like getting Luke to like telling him where he is. But obviously,
it's just a pawn, isn't it? It's just a pawn. Yeah,
yeah, just a setup.
Tying a loose end up in it, and we find out in the next episode or the other episode that she tries to cover up another loose end. But we'll find out later.
Mate, this episode 8 for me was the best episode so far. This is the latest episode, came out literally like 2-3 days ago. Bullseye's back. He's been taken out of protective custody and put into general population.
Yeah.
In my eyes, I was thinking he's about to get rattled. Something's happened. Someone's trying to cover something up. And mate, my next note, without this is straight away, Vanessa's in the next scene, and all I've put is, honestly, hate Vanessa. She's shit.
Yeah, I despise her.
I hate her. I don't know what it is about her. I just really don't like her. Like
At the start of this episode as well, like you see that bullseye watching some like blue flowers getting trimmed,
yeah,
and I thought that was a good bit because obviously bullseye's blue vision is what he sees through when he goes into killer mode, isn't it? And when he locks in, which I thought was quite a good like
it's just a
little nod to that. Yeah.
Proper subtle sort of like nod to the character and the and obviously his villainness.
But Bullseye's a sick character, and the bit where he escapes, where he spits that broken tooth at that guy's eyeball, mate. It's like,
yeah.
Obviously, a big scene.
There's
in the
so
comics.
many great scenes in this. So Matt and his girlfriend Heather talking, and she's like slagging off Vigilante. She's slagging Daredevil off, calling him underdeveloped boy and proper burning him.
Same as Muse, and all that.
Yeah, she doesn't know that he's Daredevil, or at least not yet. I don't know if she ever will. We don't know. We'll find out. But I just thought that was a great scene because Matt's obviously trying to defend it. And then Kingpin taking Vanessa to see Adam, that was great. And Vanessa just putting 4 or 5 bullets into him. Absolute psychopath. But it's just so many great scenes in this. Matt's obviously found out about Fisk being a client of Heather's and he's freaking out. There's so many things now just coming together, isn't they? Like that's all started. All these different paths are now all joining up. And
the Punisher cops as well. The Punisher cops off the chain.
Oh mate, one of my favourite scenes as well is when Matt is in the. He goes to see the woman who works for, I can't remember her name, and obviously Cherry and stuff. And he goes to that client and he's lying, isn't he? Like, mate, you're lying. Like, I know you're lying. And he storms off. And he says, we're not serving justice, we're babysitting chaos. And I was like, that is such a sick line. Like, he's pissed off so much. Like, he's proper going off. And he simply just can't seem to change it. Like, he's trying his hardest to help defend these people and help serve justice and all this stuff. And then he's got these, like, snobby clients. Like, that bloke had his feet up on the desk and he was just, like, dead horrible.
He is slapping.
And he's fully just lying, like, pissing him off. But like you say, then we get that bullseye escaping scene, because Matt slammed his head into it and was talking with Alan today and was kind of discussing, like, do you think to what happens towards the end, he's linked and clicked a lot of stuff together, which us as viewers didn't, obviously up until this point, and obviously later on we do. It makes me wonder if Matt almost banged his head purposely to loosen his tooth, to like give him a way to get out, because like it's Matt, mate. It's Murdoch. Daredevil knows that this guy is dangerous. He can do whatever he wants to get out. It doesn't sit right that he's just out of anger slammed his face on the table. But at the same time, I can also see why he does. But it's so convenient that he's knocked his tooth out that he's managed to use that to escape.
I think it's just the whole that foggy thing.
It's just a coincidence thing. But like.
When he spits the tooth for the guy's eyeball, mate, I was like, whew. But it's like he spits like a bullet. It's like, one for the guy's eye. Yeah. But Bullseye is such a great character.
Ever telling Matt how he's not this part made me laugh. So there's a part where they go to this ball. She gets invited to this I can't remember what it's called now, but Fisk's having like a mayor ball into like a fundraiser, isn't it? It's a fundraiser for that, like the towers and stuff and the dock it's building.
The port project, yeah.
Yeah, the port project. And he gets all these people invited. Obviously, the swordsman guy, he's there. And Heather has obviously told Matt about it. And Matt's like, I'm not coming. Matt rolls up dead late. And then you get this point where Heather's telling Matt how he's not been listening. He's never focused. And whilst she's telling him this, he's completely listening to a completely different conversation with Fisk. It proper made me laugh. I've just thought, Matt's going to be single again soon, that bloke. Like, he needs to start fucking listening. And the one thing that pissed me off in this is the guy taking pictures. A bloke took pictures on his phone. What an amateur. Firstly, he's got his volume on his phone. Secondly, he's got his fucking flash on his phone, and he weren't even trying to hide it. It was just straight up like this. Mate, you're going to get caught. Turn your volume off, mute your phone, get your flash off, pal, and then just do a cheeky one like that. You would never have been seen, mate. The flash is the reason he got caught. Idiot.
But like I said, the Punisher cops are off the chain, aren't they? Like the guy who
mate.
takes the pictures, they put his hand in like
In a
air
deep
fryer or
fat
whatever. Yeah,
fryer.
deep fat
Oh
fryer.
my god.
Burns his hand. And I was like, oh.
That was the best CGI this show has had so far. That actually
Yeah.
looked real. That did.
And the fact that like the police commissioner's like, "What are you doing? That's assault or whatever." And then like
No,
the
it's
Punisher
not.
cops are like, "No, we're above you, mate. We've got Mayor Fisk backing us, mate. You
Nah,
know,
we got
kind of
Mayor backing
move
us.
on."
Yeah, we don't. We do what we want, mate.
There's that big reveal of BB's father being killed by Kingpin. Obviously, that's why BB's like they're trying to get like information on Kingpin, and obviously she forms this like relationship bond, friendship with the commissioner, who I think obviously in the future he'll be helping her out get this information on Kingpin to bring him down.
Yeah, I think two things will happen though, because there was where they was talking, and she's saying, "Oh, I've got files on all of the cops that are in the task force because they're all dirty cops." But there was that one guy in the task force that was watching them. So
Yeah,
I think they might kill the commissioner guy off.
I wouldn't be surprised, mate. I wouldn't be surprised to be honest.
I mean, we don't know yet, but it might that could potentially happen, or they'll kill BB off. One or the other, I think, will happen. Not necessarily say it's going to happen next episode, but it's probably going to happen in the future at some point.
But talking the next episode, it's only one more episode, and in the trailers to Born Again, Daredevil and Punisher were fighting together.
Yeah,
And there's only one episode left though, so you know what we're saying. What we're saying. Come on.
I know, but it's hard, isn't it? Because there's already loads and loads of scenes from season 2, and we know for a fact loads of stuff's been cut out as well. Because
it's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to come back next episode.
I just don't know what's going to cause it. Because obviously, Matt's been done and he's got a bullet in him. But the thing is here, right? Fisk actually looked. There's a part where Matt and his missus are talking. He's like, "Oh, I'll show you. Look, it's just him trying to get back at me. He's a horrible person, blah blah." And he's like, "All right, we'll go and ask him then." And he starts marching over to Fisk, doesn't he? And Fisk's bricking it. Like you can see Fisk like genuinely seems nervous. Vanessa's managed to save Fisk though. "Oh, we've got the first dance, blah blah." And I've absolutely hated Vanessa all this time. And it turns out she needed to be hated because she's the one that's got Foggy killed. She's basically freed Bullseye. She's put the hit on Foggy from Bullseye. She's obviously tried to get Bullseye into Gem Pop in hopes that he'd get killed off, but he's managed to escape. She's the reason for all of this chaos. She's the reason all these people are blaming Kingpin, or at least Matt is at the moment. And people are trying to murk him off. It's all because of her. And what an ending to this episode. Because Matt finds that out and they're dancing and he swaps. So Heather obviously already knows Fisk because he's a client. So he swaps over and he starts dancing with Vanessa and he's like, "Oh, it's you. It's all you. You've done this, you've done that, you've done this." And Bullseye's there. He sneaks in, doesn't he? He's got a sniper. And he goes to shoot Fisk. And Matt jumps in the way and takes the bullet for him. And he's losing some blood as well.
Yeah. But that bit where you find out, where it gets dropped that Vanessa was the one. And when Daredevil finds out, that was such a good scene that was, where because he finds out through the board, doesn't he? He finds out from the alcohol and stuff like that Foggy had last at the bar scene, and that's when it gets revealed. And obviously, when Vanessa did put this hit on Foggy, Kingpin was having that break, wasn't he? He wasn't even around.
No.
So such a good little bomb to drop that was.
Yeah, because you learn as well.
I hate Vanessa as well.
What Foggy was drinking and the alcohol, like the whiskey he was having, he was celebrating early because he knew for a fact that the case that it was going to be at, he was going to win it. So they've obviously, big episode that was. Very excited for the finale next week, and we've got another season coming out. There's already been some sneak peeks of what's to come from those seasons. So,
and I'm hoping Punisher comes into next episode. Come on, let's have him.
Oh yes, legend, mate.
I mean, I think with the Daredevil thing, I think obviously been shot and stuff. I'm assuming it'll go forward in time a bit till when he's healed.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. He's not going to be in hospital for the last episode, is he?
Yeah, so I mean, like, and obviously, And Punisher's got to get time to get his hair cut and stuff. Get back to
Yeah, he's got to get a fresh trim and that.
fresh
Get
trim,
himself,
ready
got to have a
for
shower
killing
and stuff,
people.
hasn't he?
But yeah, he's got to come in the next episode. Surely. He can't
I
just be
need
in that
him to,
little
mate.
cameo in that other episode.
I do need him to. I love him, mate. John
He's
Bethel
so
was
good.
the perfect casting for that. He's so good.
Yeah.
Such a great actor.
But yeah, he did really well. He did really well in the Punisher film in the series. I thought that was so good, and obviously the Daredevil series. But yeah, bring him on,
finale
mate.
next
Come on,
week.
I'm ready.
Speaking of next week, we've got Windbreaker, more Lazarus, more Fire Force, the entire 8 episodes of Daredevil. Devil May Cry. Sorry, the anime on Netflix. We've watched all 8 episodes already, but we're not going to discuss them today. We're going to discuss them next week as a whole. And yeah, that has also had a season 2 announced as well. So that it's coming soon. That's all it says. It doesn't say exactly when, just soon. So got that to look forward to. And we'll be discussing the Daredevil finale, and we'll have Last of Us season 2, episode 1. So we've got loads of good stuff coming still, guys. As always, we appreciate you. You're sticking with us. Martin's been away. He's been living the dream. Martin's been in Japan, Korea. Stupid boss of Heathrow. Get in the bin. Ruined his holiday. Partial of it anyway.
Yeah, made the most of it though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's all you can do, innit?
So today's been a catch up of loads of episodes, obviously because I've been away. But I hope you've enjoyed it. We have discussed a lot. It's like when we looked at it, it was like 10 episodes of stuff.
10 episodes of stuff, yeah, in total.
Yeah,
so we've been through it. We've cut it down a lot. And to be fair, it's a bit different. The way we've spoke about stuff this week's been a bit different.
I think
if you prefer
future,
this style of it, let us know, because we'd like to, instead of going to play by play, we'd like to try and analyse stuff a little bit more and discuss our thoughts a little bit more and be a bit more, I suppose, not a reviewing way, but a bit more analytical, I suppose, in a sense, into it, and of discussing stuff.
And like next week when we discuss Devil May Cry, we won't obviously be going episode by episode. We'd literally discuss the whole season as a whole, our favourite parts, our favourite characters, and obviously the incredible new metal music that's in it. We'll be discussing that. We'll be dropping band names in there. But yeah, from now on we're gonna kind of do our notes differently and kind of make it more entertaining, obviously, and a different style to how we come across discussing the different episodes. But I hope you enjoyed it. And we've got, like we said, we've got more to come. We've got a lot of anime coming out, a lot of TV shows in this next couple of months. So we're going to try and keep on top of it for you guys. Yeah. And
I've been watching a few other things as well. To be Hero X, I've watched episode 1 of that. I've watched the Demon Slayer, whatever it was called. I can't remember what it's called now. I've watched the first episode of that as well. Let's have a look. What's it called again? I'm watching stuff now all the time. I'm smashing One Piece. I'm on Water 7 of One Piece at the moment. That's so sick so far. Really, really, really enjoying that. But yeah, there's loads of stuff. I can discuss the stuff I'm talking about. Martin's not watching it, but I can snip it in and just have a chat and just mention it. Sword of the Demon Hunter, it's called. Sorry, the other thing is. But yeah, I'm fucking back in it. I'm back in the game. I'm back in the anime game.
And with
I'm watching it.
And with not just anime, like I'm watching TV shows as well. Just finished Reacher, finished 1923. But yeah, any other shows that you recommend or you're watching, let us know in the comments. And if I'm sure we'll be watching it. So if it's a really good show and stuff like Acolyte, we won't be watching, but good stuff will be there. So say in the comments, let us know, and we can give our thoughts on if we're watching it as well. So yeah. But also, join the Discord.
Get in it.
Follow us on YouTube.
Now.
Follow us on TikTok. Like our stuff. Enjoy our stuff. But yeah.
Drop us a like. Drop us a little cheeky sub. Ring that bell. So when we get a video go out, you know.
Drop us a hello in Discord. We won't
say what's up. What's up, my fellow bread bins?
We'll be like, yo, brother, yo, sister. you know, goblin, whatever you are,
Guys,
you are welcome.
girls, goblins, you're all welcome.
But yeah, it's been a good episode. We've come back.
First one back, so it's a bit different, a bit rushed,
Yeah.
probably in a sense. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We had a technical difficulty. I've got to mash it together, get it processed, get it uploaded. We've got the nerd news coming tomorrow, and we've got no gaming at the moment, but we've got big plans for gaming coming soon. So we've got to figure it out. We've got to work it out. It might be a month or so yet. I don't know. Martin's away again in May, in about 5-6 weeks. So it might even be after he's back, because there's probably going to be a lot of planning involved with the the videos we've got to come in there.
Yeah, the said game stuff we've got to come. But yeah, we are always coming up with ideas, new stuff to obviously to entertain you guys and stuff. So yeah, stick with us, and we will bring it to you as a gift.
Beautiful gift. Treasure it forever.
But yeah, as always, that's the end of the show. Godspeed. Peace and prosperity.
Peace and prosperity. Get in the Discord.
It's been a long time since we've said that, but yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, take care, guys.
Bye.